Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is part 2 with my cousin Janell. We are going to show in this portion the breakdown of the toner, just to refresh in your memories from her story. Our last video with her, I did do a full tightly packed baby light. She's 100% virgin hair, no color in the last 10 years. Her hair was very long, all virgin. So we had a great starting canvas to get her to a really bright blonde. And we let her process for about 50 minutes. I use Oxycur 20 volume for the baby light foils, and for all the tease dropouts, I use 30 volume with Oxycur. As always, every single bowl of Lightener I use has a 1/16 ounce of Olaplex. So with toning, I like to make it a big relaxing thing. The second half of the session, I always like to let them sit at the chair. I shampoo, clarify the hair. Then I sit them up, apply Olaplex part 2 all over the mids and ends. This way it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. They're getting the Olaplex second half of the treatment, and it's going to act as a barrier when I do comb through to blend the root toner. When it comes to root toning, I have 3 different ways to go about it. I have a root tap, a root shadow, a root smudge. Today we'll be doing a root shadow, which consists of 1 to 2 inches, and I'm using a level 7. I'm using my favorite root shadow formula, which is Goldwell Colorance 7N, 7NA. I'm doing equal parts. So you see I already did the root shadow around the entire head. I always, 95% of the time, will section off the hairline. No matter if I did slicing, baby lights, slicing and baby lights, it doesn't matter. I usually will section off the hairline, go back, and once I'm done applying the root shadow everywhere else, then I'll go back and touch the money piece face frame area the last 1 to 2 minutes before I rinse.
Knowledge of provenance. Throughout my life, you called me a renegade. Oh, wow. Through all my lows, you said we could start again. But I'm a renegade of your love. But I'm a renegade of your love.
So usually with a typical client, after I'm done applying all over the root toner and the root tap around the face, I will then let them process for a few moments, and there's one of 2 ways I can go about it. So one way, usually I'll do this when I'm doing a smudge, and about half the time when I'm doing a shadow. If I want it to be more prominent, I'll actually rinse the Olaplex treatment off of the mids and ends, but leave the root smudge or root shadow on. Now the other half of the time, if I'm doing a root tap or a root shadow, 50% of the time, I will then rinse everything out with the Olaplex treatment and then tone after that. With Janell, today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently just because her hair is so long. I usually do tone at the bowl and I lay them back and I actually massage it through their head and make sure I saturate thoroughly. And I love Redken Shades EQ because it actually gets like a shampoo kind of texture and it actually has like a lot of lathering and stuff. And I love doing it like that. With her, rarely I'll do this, but I let them sit up and then I apply it on the ends and mush it in together with the root shadow. With her, yes, you're going to ask me. I know I'm going to get this question and I'm answering it right now. I did leave the Olaplex number 2 on the mids and ends. This is not going to hurt her toner. This is just slowly going to add a slight barrier, but the Redken Shades EQ will eventually kick through it. So I always get questions on doing the Olaplex Part 2 treatment before toning. and toning after it, if it actually affects it and then closes the cuticle down and the toner doesn't take as well. And I've done this for 2 years now, 3 years in my career, and it never has affected it. The toner still goes and sucks up just as well. Remember, it will help close the cuticle, but it will never fully close again. I haven't had any issues toning after putting the Olaplex treatment on, but if you feel, more comfortable doing the Olaplex treatment after the toner, then by all means do that. This is the way I do it, and it works for me. Also, you know that Shades EQ has the crystal clear. Sometimes it is expensive for that bottle. Now I know they make the 2-ounce regular size bottles, but back in the day, you used to get the big ones that were like the size of the processing solution, and it was like $30 for like a small bottle. But this is another way to actually leave the toner on longer and let it have its longevity and actually process correctly without rinsing it off too quickly due to it taking too much and too soon. And that is by leaving the Olaplex 2 on there as a barrier, so we're able to leave it on for the full 20 minutes. It will suck up perfectly, but not overtone, if you guys know what I mean. Alright, so for her all over toner, I did mix up about 7 different colors. I am using Redken Shades EQ, of course. I use 9N, which is 9 neutral, 8GG, which is gold dip. I love this color. A lot of beautiful gold and warm. It's double gold. 8WG is another great color that's really warm that I love, and that's warm gold. 9V will kick out any yellow. 9GI, the GIs are beautiful. They're gold iridescence. And I'm obsessed with the new VG line. They have an 8, 9, and 10. We use the 8VG here. And my favorite absolute cool toned blonde color in Redken Shades EQ is 9P, 9 Pearl. And there you guys have it, the final result. Look at this beautiful, creamy, ashy, beautiful, bright blonde. Mostly a level 8.5, 9. We are obsessed with these results. I'll show you in the ring light to see what it looks like in realish kind of lighting, because my salon lighting isn't the best. But when it looks good in the salon lighting, it's gonna look bomb in real lighting. Look how beautiful this color is. Virgin to beautiful blonde. Alright guys, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. As always, so long for now.